Your attention, we are joined by our second place finisher, John Hunter Nemechek, driver of the number 8 Chevrolet for Nemco Motorsports. John Hunter, this is your second consecutive runner-up finish at Martinsville. You are the new points leader by 3 points over Parker Kligerman. Just talk a little bit about your run out there today.
Yeah, it was kind of an up and down day. We started 8th and had to work our way to the front, just be patient. Right there at the end, we got caught with a little bit of strategy. We had a lot older tires and all those guys behind us trying to hold them off. So luckily we salvaged a second place. It sucks. I wanted the clock this year, but we still had the fall race to do that.
We'll now open it up for questions for John Hunter. If you have a question, please raise your hand, state your name and affiliation. We'll get a microphone to you. We'll start here in the front with Kenny Bruce.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. John Hunter, can you just kind of talk about how crazy that end of that race was? Not just the final restart, but I mean, so many of them there at the end.
Yeah, the outside really sucked. I was able to hang tough on the outside, get around William there at the end, which was a big key for us to finish second. If not, we were probably going to lose a couple spots. So the restarts were definitely hectic at the end. I just kept spinning the tires on the restarts. We got to go back and look at some things, but I just could never get to Kyle.
Okay, next we'll go to Bob.
Good job.
Thank you. Of the potential sponsors you guys have been talking to since the win at Atlanta, did any of them want to say, like, well, let's see how you do at Martinsville or at all? I mean,
we had a couple incentive programs lined up, a couple small partners that came on board to help pay for some of the tire bill. If we would have won, we would have got a little bit extra money, which we didn't win. So hopefully they'll still give that little bit of bonus to us. I mean, every little dollar helps, but nothing from let's see how you do at Martinsville. I think everyone had a pretty good idea that we were going to run decent here with a top 5 finish, and that's the way it turned out.
We're also joined by our third place finisher, William Byron, driver of the number 9 Liberty University Toyota for Kyle Busch Motorsports. This is his best career finish and first top 10 finish. So William, just talk a little bit about your great run out there today.
Yeah, it was a long race, and the first thing was, we started out really loose, and then we made a few adjustments and kind of fell back to 11th or 12th, and that was our biggest struggling point, was like midway through the race. And then we started to really come on strong the last 80, 90 laps and really get good to where we could drive up to the front. So, I wish we could have done something on the last couple of restarts, but, we just were a little bit too tight.
We'll open it up for questions. We'll start in the back with Tucker.
Tucker White, SpeedwayMedia.com. John, given that the outside line is basically the kiss of death at Martinsville and restarting second with 2 laps to go, what was the best case scenario for you there to get past Kyle Busch?
Well, I was hoping that William was going to spin the tires on the bottom and we could have jumped to the inside line and had a shot at Kyle, just race him hard there for the win, but that wasn't the case. So we had to fight hard on the outside. Luckily, in the past, we've been able to make that work and stay strong, and I don't know, our trucks have worked good on the bottom and outside here.
Any other questions? Yep, we'll go to Chris.
Chris Knight, CatchFence.com. For William, this was your first trip to Martinsville Speedway. You were fast right off the truck and stayed consistent during the race. What did you learn here today that you can take into Martinsville in October?
Yeah, for sure. Just knowing what I need for the race. That was the hardest thing, even in 3 hours of practice, just knowing exactly what I was going to need when the green flag dropped. And I missed it a little bit the first run, but after that, it was pretty strong. So that was pretty good, and hopefully next time we can get a win.
Okay, we'll now go up to the press box for questions.
Hi, yes, Rick Spencer with the NASCAR Wire Service. John Hunter, just curious as to what the issue was between you and Suarez when he rolled up under the red flag.
I don't really know. I know that we were beating and banging, and he moved me a couple times, so I don't really know what his deal was.
Any other questions in the press box or down here in the media center? Okay, we'll go down front to Kenny again.
you guys have another long break coming up. I just wonder what your plans were between now and what's Kansas, the next truck race, I believe.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Well, I have a late model race next weekend at Nashville. So then after that, I think one more late model race late in April, and then it's on to Kansas.
Yeah, I'm going to run a late model race at Orange County midway through April. Just stay in the seat, get some laps under my belt so the rust doesn't come back.
Any other questions for William or John Hunter? One more from Chris back there.
For John, do you guys have a sponsor lined up for Kansas or any of the upcoming races where you guys don't have to worry about performance or whatnot?
I wish I could say yes, but that is still up in the air. There's nothing done as of right now for Kansas or the next couple races after that. So we're going to work hard in this off time. I know that we have some deals that could get done, but it's just trying to get everything done in order to get their name on the hood and support them.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.